Good morning, everybody. It's your girl Miracle Sims, and you're listening to God, Sex, and Love. Your daily dose of inspirational juice. It is April the 29th, 2023, and today the topic is the face slash a better way. Happy Saturday. Happy Saturday, everyone. I hope that you all had a fantastic Friday. Mine was just fine. Shout out to those of you all that did tune in last night to our latest episode of the GSL Talk Show. Shout out to Dr. Lisa for coming and dropping the bombs on us, but at the same time, shedding light on this subject of sexual abuse, specifically with minors. Again, if you guys missed that, then check it out. We ended up diving into this idea of MAPS, or minor attracted persons, as well as getting a little bit more understanding and the doctor's perspective in regards to ways to handle such people and things of that nature. So thank you to those that tuned in, and if you have not, then I hope and pray that you do. Like I said, anybody who was ever a child needs to watch that video. But anywho, outside of that, your girl didn't do too much yesterday. I just kind of tried to relax a bit and whatnot. I don't know if I'll be revealing too much on here, man. A little bit TMI, you know. I'm not embarrassed to say, but at the same time, too, I don't know if it's y'all's business. So I won't go too deep into why I was relaxing yesterday, but let's just say, I took some time to relax or whatever the case is. And that was really the main thing. I really can't think of anything in particular. I had some conversations. Always working on a little something behind the scenes, you already know. I can't think of anything else of significance to share at the moment, but if I do, hey, catch me in the after show and we'll see what the Lord do. But that's what yesterday looked like to me. So this morning, those that watch this thing live, you're going to see that your girl is recording and it's almost 7:30. So let me tell you what happened. I woke up at the side of my alarm at 4, but I ended up hitting the snooze because I'm thinking, okay, let me give it another 30 minutes because I did go to sleep late last night and stuff like that. And so next thing I know, it's 6 o'clock. So I woke back up at 6 o'clock and I ended up looking into that. I looked up Bible verses around that, as well as the Strong's Concordance. And the interesting thing is, one of the phrases in the Strong's Concordance said face. And that really stood out to me this morning. I said, interesting. So then I listened to the prayer meditation. And, it was good. It was like a nice little reminder about, happiness and how it pays for us to be believers and have joy and all these different things. But as I was listening to it, another phrase stood out to me. And it was interesting because I couldn't remember it after I listened to the prayer meditation, and I did some other stuff, got distracted. You know how that go. So then I went back and listened to it again up until I got to the point, and it stood out again, and it was a better way. Or, in the audio, it said another way, and then it also said a better way. And so that's what I ended up looking up this morning when I went to openbible.info. At one point, I looked up the face, and that came up with some stuff, but ultimately, looking into the face a better way is what ultimately, I guess, confirmed in my heart and mind this conversation. So here are the verses that stood out to me this morning, y'all. 1 John 3:2, it says, "Behold, we are God's children now, and what we will be has not yet appeared. But we know that when he appears, we shall be like him, because we shall see him as he is." A lot of things stood out to me about that verse this morning. Again, it's confirmation of the confirmation that I've received over the past few years. Y'all know I tell y'all all the time, and I know it sounds weird. It might sound wrong, but it's biblical. And that is that we are not all God's children. And so you're walking in his way, doing his will, obeying his commandments, things of that nature, then you are not a child of God, technically. That is what shows that you are, belief in him and things of that nature. And so that's one thing that stood out as I was reading the verse. And then I guess another thing is when I think about this conversation about the face, like, yeah, I saw some interesting things that stood out to me this morning when I looked up verses and whatnot. But I think for me, I'm more so focused on God's face in this particular study this morning. Like, when I'm referencing the face, I'm thinking about the face of God. And so when I'm looking at this verse here, and it's talking about how, when he appears and we're going to be like him, X, Y, and Z, I believe that this is the goal, right? We are to be followers of Christ, imitators of Christ. I know even as I was writing these verses down this morning, it came back into my heart and mind that, again, unfortunately, we may be the only Jesus, right, somebody see in their lifetime and everything like that. The only Bible that somebody might actually read, right, is you in your life. And so we should be reflections of him and everything like that. Let's keep going, y'all. Let's see. So 2 Corinthians 5:17, it says, therefore, if anyone is in Christ, he is a new creation. The old has passed away. Behold, the new has come. So y'all know one of my pet peeves, right? Look. Good morning to my mama. She says, good morning, sister. We up and at it. Yes, indeed. We all are. Good morning to my mama, y'all. So back to one of my little pet peeves. Okay. Y'all know that, this whole concept of I'm just me, I can't change, that type of thing is like a pet peeve because God is a life changer, right? Because God has changed my life, right? I can't sit here and co-sign when people be like, oh, I can't change it, whatever the case is. Like, yeah, you can. And God, in according to the Bible, if you're going to become a believer in Christ, you are expected to change, right? You are expected to grow. You're not, if you're still in the same place you were before Christ, then yeah, like I said, I'm still finding balance with the things that brother Brent shared with me in regards to our perfection and whatnot, because I totally understand, again, that there is a process of perfecting or growing period or whatever the case is that we all go through. But I understand what he's saying in regards to, as believers, that we are perfect because Christ is perfect. But we are still humans and we're not Christ. And so at the end of the day, we fall short, right? That's why we need Christ. And so, but yeah, it's just something to think about, y'all. We should be becoming new creations. Anyone is in Christ, it says here plainly, he is a new creation. The old has passed away, behold, the new has come. So there you go, new faces, y'all. We might need to have a new face, new everything. So then 1 Corinthians 12:31 stood out, and it says, but earnestly desire the higher gifts, and I will show you a still more excellent way. So I believe that there's something to, again, seeking the Lord. I know there's another verse that touches on that, so I guess I don't go too deep about it, but as we seek the Lord for, and desire higher gifts or higher understanding or whatever the case is, the more we seek the Lord, the more we will find, and he will show us a better way, or in particular, this is a more excellent way. So, I don't have too much to add to that, y'all. I mean, this is plain Bible here that I'm reading. Now, again, I got it from openbible.info. Y'all can go confirm all these verses yourselves. That's why I'm sharing it with you. But he says here plainly, I will show you a still more excellent way. So then First Chronicles 16:11, it says, seek the Lord and his strength. Seek his presence continually. So again, this should be an all day, every day thing, we should be seeking the Lord. Again, I've been sharing with you guys over I don't know how long, that God is speaking, are we listening? Are we paying attention? A lot of times we miss it because we're not focused on the will of God. Like, we're not seeking him. We're not trying to listen and things of that nature. And so, again, hopefully we all are challenging ourselves to be a little bit more receptive to the things of God and his will and his way and things like that. But yeah, y'all, this is ultimately the juice this morning, y'all. The face / a better way. As we seek the face of God, we will, I guess, have a better way, live a better way. And that's the juice. That is the juice. You guys can go deeper, plenty of verses in the go deeper section to peruse and let marinate on your heart, souls, and minds. But the Bible verse of today is Galatians 2:20. It says, I am crucified with Christ. Nevertheless, I live, yet not I, but Christ liveth in me. And the life which I now live in the flesh, I live by the faith of the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me. Friends, I hope that you all enjoyed this juice this morning. If you needed confirmation about it, there it is, because I feel like that Bible verse of the day just completely coincides this conversation about, I guess, again, seeking the face of God and, ultimately receiving a better way. Again, I hope you all are encouraged and inspired and that you have a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye. Oh, yes, I look forward to talking to y'all on Monday, if the Lord will. Bye-bye. Facebook, YouTube, Rumble, anybody listening to the sound of my voice, I hope that you all are encouraged and inspired. Thank you so much for listening, watching, subscribing, sharing, all those wonderful things. Shout out again to my family. Appreciate you all tuning in live, mama commenting, all that good stuff. As for today, my husband went off to the lupus walk today. I believe one of my ladies in the juice group is supposed to be going to that as well. Obviously, I already told y'all I woke up a little late, so I ain't tag along with them this year. I guess we're supposed to be doing something later on this evening, so that is ultimately the general plan for around here, but we'll see what the Lord will do. In the meantime, in between time, like I said, I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And I look forward to talking to you all on Monday, if the Lord's will. Bye.